1, 2. That's it. That's it.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Hey. Hey everybody, welcome to a late night of Red Labels, Confessions, and Reactions. Can you all hear me? Go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me, because this is a late night pop-up. Hey. Hey Trick Mama, hey Auntie Carol, hey Nick Q, what's going on? Jack, hey allegedly Shannon. Okay, you guys can hear me. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Come on in. I said I was gonna behave today, and it's just getting a little bit out of control. Some of the videos that are being pushed out into the and out into the ether of YouTube. Hey, Levon. I am going to drop the link because I did have some people who did want to come up. So if they are in the chat already, I will go ahead and drop the link. Command copy. All right. Boom. So I wanted to do a live because there is this narrative being pushed with a particular content creator who resides out of the great state of Oklahoma. And she keeps doing these videos, and she's clearly manic, in my opinion. And she's looking for sympathy, support, and most importantly, Cash Apps and GoFundMe funds. And it's just it's gotten out of control. Now, I truly tried to show this particular individual the bullshit. That's what's funny, Lauren. The bullshit. So there's been multiple videos today. There were multiple videos yesterday, and clearly there's a video that is being broadcasted today from an Easter interview that that in particular individual and I did back in April. She's recasting a video from then, but she is making it seem as though that myself and other individuals have been on the attack of her. And then she blamed me for her quote unquote suicidal thoughts. And I was like, wait, what? So it went from her blaming Marcella for her suicidal thoughts because Marcella told people not to donate to her scamming fund, and she said that Marcella made her suicidal. And then after that passed, it became I made her suicidal. Levon has contributed to her suicidal thoughts. Sean Davy Way has contributed to her suicidal thoughts. Jennifer Love Spewitt has contributed to her suicidal thoughts. Mind you, other people within YouTube have said so much shit about Oklahoma, but she chose to make content on this small circle of individuals, which is weird to me because on these larger platforms, people talked a lot of shit and misgendered her but yet she is making it seem like I am the problem when I was just trying to be respectful to her fucking ass. This is ridiculous. I said I wasn't gonna give her any energy or the time of day to address any of this shit, but clearly she needs help. Let's go through some of these comments really quickly. Hey, to the chick mama. Hey, Auntie Marva. Hey, McClurg. I who knows at this point. She's on something or she is detoxing and needs the money to go get something back into her system. But she is really spiraling out on this platform, and she's screaming. Sorry, she's streaming multiple videos on multiple channels of old ass shit, trying to play victim. It's tired. It's sad. Um, I am really trying to hold my composure when it comes to this particular situation, but to be honest, uh, she's getting on my last goddamn nerve, if I'm being frank. It's the trolling, it's the sad fishing, it's the adding of other social issues into her particular situation and what I think she created. I seriously, at this point, I think she created. Yes, a situation happened um, in that hotel of where she was, but but she's making a lot more things. I I I hold on. Let me get my train of thought. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. Please be sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. So, Queen Dusty Ass Tulsa from Oklahoma decided to go on this victim campaign because it was a hate crime. And everybody on YouTube is against her because no one, no one took her side because people asked questions about her situation. You can't hop on a social media platform to do an interview and not be asked to answer questions. And so when people start asking questions that leave people puzzled, you become defensive. Why are you so defensive when people are genuinely curious as to what happened? Because there are some things that just don't compute and the math ain't mathing, but that fucking rooster keeps on fucking roostering. One quick second. Hey, Jennifer,
Hey, what's up?
are you?
Oh Lord. I'm not sure who's done more hollering, her or the rooster.
I'm going to leave you up because I cannot hear you at all. One second.
So y'all, while Q is coming back up, if you haven't looked on Q's community wall, I did actually give Q the DMs that were between she and I. Whenever I was trying to give her advice, where I had told her, to concentrate on healing and YouTube could wait. She said she loved me and called me her brother. But then as soon as I told her that, I was just trying to give her advice and say, please don't, be going after people on YouTube, as someone from the community who believes you were attacked, this is not the right move. And then she never responded to me. And then she had never called me. Like I've never talked to her on the phone. And then she blocked me. She was talking about me on a live. She said that she blocked me. And then she tried to call me while she was on that live. So you've never called me before and you blocked me, but then you tried to call me. So all of that is in the DMs that I gave to Q, and they are posted on his community wall. So we are being perfectly honest about what we have done. Everything that we've done, our support is actually out here behind the scenes and on YouTube. So she has been up for 3 days. Um, there's obviously something going on there that is not well, and I think that her husband needs to intervene, and because she needs some help.
Oh, that's completely clear. Because I genuinely was trying to help her and tell her that the things that she was doing, especially if it was a quote unquote active investigation, which at this point I do not believe at all, because I don't believe she's sought out legal counsel or anything, but she's just doing videos that could hurt her moving forward if she had a case.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think any one of us came at her in the wrong way. I think we were very respectful, and now she's over here, basically trying to start a beef out of nowhere. No one called her names, but I've been called several names at this point. You know, Jennifer has been called several names.
Same.
You've been called several names. No one called her names. No one was dragging her. And now she's making this into an issue with people who have actually tried to help her. She's trying to insult and turn into some sort of YouTube beef. And like you said, when there were other content creators who actually dragged her and made disrespectful videos and cursed her out and said all these things about her, she's not talking about them. She wants to drag us.
It's just interesting that some of these other content creators who have 36, 75,000 subscribers, she hops on their panel and then they agree to talk to her, and then she's being disrespected the entire time she's over there and being misgendered. And but she's so quick to go back over there when she gets invited, but no one did that to her over in my section.
Right.
And it's just so weird to me.
Well, because she wants clout. She wants attention. She's obviously not getting the attention that she needs at home, but
or the attention she thought that she was going to get from the initial reaction to the story.
Yeah, but she did that to herself.
Absolutely. 100%.
And actually, I like for her to go after Lavon out of anybody, because Lavon kept saying, you're welcome here. Please come back up. You're welcome here. Please come back up. Like multiple times, and she's mad at him. Why?
Right. I asked the chat and everybody, I said, please do not disrespect her. She has the right to come here. And so I said, don't disrespect her, guys. She has the right to come here and say things. I defended her a few times. In my whole live, I started off by defending her. And now she's going around saying, oh, Lavon's on drugs. Oh, his video could have caused me to relapse, and I'm going to end my life because of what he's doing.
She's crazy.
Okay, like, really, girl? I'm on drugs now?
There's something really wrong with her.
I mean, the fact that she has blamed multiple people for her quote-unquote suicidal thoughts, and I mean, this has gotten out of control. I hate that I'm even giving her any fucking attention right now, because I know that the narcissist in her is craving this attention, and she's probably streaming this or going to stream it later at some point. Right. It's just... It's sad that she's making a mockery out of a situation that she could have shed light on, but due to her trolling behavior, it's taken away from her whole entire story.
Absolutely.
And that's what we warned her about. This trolling behavior is embarrassing to the gay community. Like, what are you talking about? What are you doing right now? you have a whole case going on, and you're engaging in buffoonery.
Exactly, because this is what's going to get out, and they're going to be like, they're going to discount attacks on actual trans people because they're going to use her as like, oh, well, this is what she did. And then she started a GoFundMe, and then she made all these crazy videos on YouTube. And actually, what it does is it hurts the trans community. It does not help them at all.
And that was a point I was trying to make in my entire video when I said, girl, stop calling yourself a celebrity. Stop naming all these people and bringing up people's pain. I think I gave her good advice.
Yeah.
I mean, she, in the beginning, when I did the video and I kept saying Holiday Inn Express and yada, 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 and I corrected it later on, but she decided to send a tweet to say that I was defaming the hotel with the whole situation. Right. So that pissed me off. And then she's popping up everywhere. She's name calling. She's attempting to read and belittle myself and you guys and a few others because of the situation. I'm like, just as easily as you have sent a tweet, I can easily call the news station and point them in the direction to look at the videos you have posted post incident of August 13th.
Yeah.
Amen.
What she's doing is harmful to herself. It's harmful to the trans community. It is harmful to people who have lost loved ones to self-harm. It is so problematic in so many ways, and it's at this point it's just disgusting is what it is.
Absolutely. And every single time she makes a video, I would encourage people to report her video because clearly she is not of sound in mind when she is doing these videos. Maybe she is. Maybe this is her troll persona that is constantly mocking the community that she is supposed to represent. And it's just fucking fuckery for no damn reason.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. They're going to ask, who was this celebrity? This is not a situation where you should be dancing around in glasses and then calling yourself a celebrity, and then you're crying, saying that you feel like your life is in danger. It doesn't seem like you're taking it seriously, and then now you're throwing the S word around, saying you're about to relapse, when you're the one who's going around making videos dragging us.
But I mean, she's talking about relapsing, but we see her smoke weed and drink all the time on her videos way before this ever happened. So
absolutely.
So I mean, so what? She wasn't sober anyway.
Correct.
Never been sober. Because she's always hopped up, smoking or sipping on whatever, having a good old time. So
Yep.
my question is, well, if you're about to relapse, what drug are you taking that you weren't taking, that you were addicted to?
And what does that have to do with us? Because we weren't bullying you. So stop that narrative. No one was calling you names. No one was dragging you. So now you're feeling like you're going to take your life over that?
Here's what it all boils down to. She wanted to get money from this GoFundMe. And because people started asking questions, and because we were talking about questions that were being asked, she's not getting that money. And that's why she's mad. Well, honey, you need to go find a new scam. Because this go scam me ain't working.
Yeah, it's not. And then if you're gonna ask for compensation or help to get you by, make sure that you are completely honest. with why you need it, where the funds are going, and whatnot. But that hasn't been discussed. And then it was, well, it's for legal, then it's to put food on my kid's table, which is questionable to me because are the kids there 24/7, 7 days a week, or are they only there a few days a week? Are they with their actual mother? Because those are not your children.
Well,
Did you
not
have permission to post those children online? Do you have permission to expose those kids to your social media shit?
right. Yeah. I mean, not only that, what wages was she losing? Like where were the lost wages? Then she said it was because, at one point it was because she was afraid to leave her house, so she couldn't go work. Well, but then she left her house, went and bought weed, asked some child on the street with a skateboard if she could interview him, and then she went out to a bar that night and did a live stream. So girl, you was not afraid to leave the house.
Yeah, which is weird to me, and I'm still trying to figure out where these lost wages are coming from when she's not a W-2 employee. Is she a 1099? I mean, was were the wages coming from the Johns, and she can no longer? I'm just trying to understand where that part came from with the wages.
Yeah, I don't get it either. What it all boils down to is that she's mad because this little scam of hers has been thwarted. She's not getting the money that she thought she was going to get. It has nothing to do with supporting her because we did support her. Other people that are not even us who have always supported her, even before I gave her another chance or before other people gave her a chance, have privately DM'd me and said they are no longer doing anything with her. They're not supporting her. They've unsubscribed because because she's just acting like a complete fool.
Like that attempted read, because people did send me some of the stuff that she said, was so weak, girl, and we don't want to talk about looks. So let's not go down that angle right now.
Like I was so
Let's really not.
I was really in my shit to drag her from A to Z yesterday from the book of Q. But I had to stop myself because I'm like, clearly this individual has some sort of mental illness, right? So then I'm like, well, shit. Then the empathy kicked in. I'm like, well, if I get dragged for dragging someone who has a mental health issue, now that looks bad on me.
Well, let me tell you what, being mentally ill doesn't give you an excuse to be an asshole.
And I've said that before as well. And the thing is, she's the one who's doing the attacking at this point. Multiple streams on different platforms, the name calling, the screaming and yelling. We have a right to defend ourselves when you're up here saying these things.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, she's been awake for 3 days, like just streaming like nonstop.
Video after video.
Something's keeping her awake.
Yeah.
And it ain't weed.
I seen your little podcast. We're talking about Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
And her constant video making and making a mockery out of her community and the hate crime that she allegedly experienced at the hotel, which in my opinion, orchestrated. Because I mean, I've looked at it and she put her hands on him first.
And she's making a mockery of herself, mainly. And she was saying, oh, you can't say it's alleged. We have to. We don't see the actual video of the scuffle. We saw a little clip, but you over here saying, you have all these injuries. There was no video of that. And now that it is in the court system, we have to say allegedly. That's not no shade.
I mean, she's just been doing the constant posting, and it's just sad beyond this point to me. I really don't want to give her that energy because she feeds on it, and she's going to do video after video after video to feed that celebrity mentality because she's a celebrity and people are going to talk about her, and that's how she feels. To do something outrageous to keep people talking about her on YouTube.
Don't
We've seen it
celebrities usually
before.
have more than 4 people in a chat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe afford their own medical bills. I don't know.
And again, my thing is, she has a husband. Does he not have insurance? Or are they not really married? Or I mean,
There are so many
that
questions.
exactly, and that was the thing. That was why we were like questioning the GoFundMe. Like, okay, and then we're us and Marcella, gave her good information about lawyers and everything else, and how to do it. Where she wouldn't need money up front, but she don't want to hear that. She only wants to hear from people who are going to feel sympathy for her and go along with this whole little fantasy narrative that she's created in her head.
And for the people in the community that she has ran up on their panel, and for them to just be so aggressive towards content creators without even having a second to actually think about what she is saying, to question her story and just be there to support. I'm like, you're out here looking like a whole damn fool.
Yeah,
A whole
absolutely.
damn fool. So she hopped up there and she's like, well, do you support me? Do you support me? And like, people can ask you questions about the situation that happened to you, and it's all about support and GoFundMe.
Right, because if they said yes, you're gonna say, "Well, donate to my GoFundMe." Girl,
I mean, you can't blindly support someone who's not acting rational.
right.
You can't.
I
I
don't
mean, if
follow
she if
fucking
she needed that
blindly.
much money, then she wouldn't be going and buying weed. She wouldn't be going to the bar. You would be saving your coins. If you needed money for a lawyer, then save your money, girl. Why are you at the bar? Why are you smoking weed? Why are you at the dispensary? You afraid to leave the house? I mean, that poor child was probably like, "Why is this woman talking to me?"
I didn't see
I mean, it was just some little kid like with a skateboard. I mean, it looked like a little kid, I mean, not a little kid, but a kid probably like a teenager. And she was just like, "Hey, you know, um, I have a YouTube channel. Do you think I could interview you?" And the kid was like, "Huh?" And she was like, "Well, I just don't see, a lot of black kids that skateboard." And the kid was like, "Okay." And she like tells them her YouTube channel name and everything. I was like, "This is
First of
weird."
all,
that is
hi,
weird.
is your parent around or something? I have a YouTube channel. I would like to. I think it's interesting that you're a black skateboarder. I would like to ask your parents if I can interview you on my YouTube channel. Someone of age.
Right. It's weird. It was just weird.
It's just, oh my god. But I mean, she is definitely on a YouTube troll campaign. I'm not. Tulsa was doing great for a while, and I'm assuming that what she was doing was not getting her the views of what she wanted, and so she took a different approach to go back to trolling for the mess.
Well,
To
well, you know
troll.
what? I say at this point, we've all said what we have to say. Let her make a fool of herself. She's lost subscribers from this foolishness. Let's not give her any more energy. She's doing what she's doing. Let her just do it. So, because I think you're right. She wants us to give her this attention. She's feeding off of it. So, after tonight, whatever she does is what she does. Who cares?
Yeah.
We'll joke. We can joke about it in the DMs. Don't give it to her publicly.
No, I mean, I really wanted to troll her into some some videos and a remix if it stops here, but I stopped myself because I'm just like, there's no point. There's no point because she's gonna feed into it and keep it going and keep playing videos and keep playing the victim. Um, and it's just gonna keep her circulating within the algorithm of YouTube from this foolishness and fuckery.
Right.
Yeah,
You're not
absolutely.
the victim when you're the one attacking people. right now. You can't claim the victim card and then
Hey,
go
Yvette.
around attacking people.
Right. You're the instigator, so you can't be the victim.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
All right, moving on. How's everybody's day going or night going? Morning going. It's like 12:12 here in the AM.
Yeah, here too.
Not for me, it's early. 10, 12. My day is going great. Previously on Levon's library,
Hmm.
I'm just kind of
Oh
sick and tired
God,
of being in this
cards got
class.
revoked.
Hmm.
Yes, I revoked some cards, but then I put them back. For some people, as long as you pay your late fee.
They were reinstated.
Mm-hmm.
Kennedy has a question. Do you all consider Tulsa a representative of the community?
Not a good one.
Right. Not when you're doing things to hurt the cause, you know.
Thank
And that's
you.
what I feel like she's doing. And I don't think that there's a problem with me saying that.
Yeah, it's hurting the cause. At this point, it's gone beyond her just making a fool of herself. Now it's like she's making a fool of trans women.
Trans
Who
women. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, especially trans women who have been attacked and
Mm-hmm.
or been unalived. I mean, for her to act this way is it's real. I mean, it really pisses me off, to be quite honest.
The whole situation, she has added a whole culmination of things into this particular incident. She's added Breonna Taylor,
Ugh,
Yeah.
unalive trans women, Black Wall Street. Um, she wants a law in her name due to the situation, what happened to her, so she can bring awareness. And I'm just like, this is a this is a whole pot of fucking goulash to me, for this one particular issue that happened to you, and now you're grouping all these other events to your cause and situation.
she said she
She
wanted a
called
law in her name.
She
she
wants a
called
law.
Oh
she
my
called
god.
black women black bees. Um,
I was a bee all day too.
yeah.
She called me my bitch all day today, and I have not called her any names.
And we were like, I mean, we've even been like, look, even if you're upset, like, don't misgender her, like, don't be disrespectful like
Right.
that. I
Right.
mean, no matter what the thing happened, again, we don't think that, she deserved to have hands put on her, but the way that she's acting now, it just like not just for us, but especially if she's like trying to get this anywhere in the legal system, because the way that she's acting now, it's like, well, before what we saw in video, is this how she was acting? Because you know what I mean? Like, was there something that occurred before this that we don't know about? You know what I mean? And
Right.
so she's put those questions into our head, because initially we were like, oh my gosh, it's awful that, you were attacked. We believe that it was a trans bias. And obviously there were transphobic things said, in that altercation. So, but still now we have to question everything.
Absolutely.
And at this point, to me, there really is not a case moving forward, because she's
No,
given way too much evidence to the defense just by diddy bopping on fucking YouTube.
absolutely. Yeah, there is no case at this point. There's none.
I mean, they might question her mental stability. That's what's
Right.
gonna
Yeah,
come. That's what's gonna come into this. They're gonna say, "Well, were you acting crazy?" You know what I mean? Because now we see you on YouTube acting up. Like, what's really happening? So it could, like we said, it's gonna hurt her case. Like, were you acting crazy? Because now it's looking like something's wrong.
yeah.
Like you over here cursing people out. Diddy bopping.
Right.
You
All
know,
she had to do was share the news article or whatever on her page and say, "This happened to me," and should have just kept her fucking mouth shut instead of hopping up on panels, keep changing her story. And then it just got more outrageous per um, YouTube segment, and it's just gotten out of control.
Right.
She went up there saying she's a celebrity. They're gonna take that, bring it to court, and say, what is she doing this for? Right after she went on a YouTube tour, and she's saying that she's a celebrity and she wants to lower her name and stuff now. Is she doing this because she really feels affected? Or is it because she's trying to be a celebrity? Who knows?
I mean, there's obviously already a level of delusion there because she's not a celebrity, first of all. So that's delusional, and that's, questionable on its own as to what is it that makes her think that. But I mean, it's just all of the just the way that she's acting, like Q said. I mean, there is no case for her anymore as far as legally goes. It's not going to happen.
And if it does, girl, you ain't making it look no better.
No, and you know what? Honestly, if it does and it gets publicized and all of this stuff goes out and it does for some reason make national news, then it's really going to make me mad because it will be a mockery of trans people.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, just the whole way that she went about it from start to finish at this point, it just made no sense. And now it just made it seem like she was just actually clout chasing just to get her name out there.
Yeah.
It's probably exactly what the hotel is going to say.
If you had such a traumatic experience, and you considered it a hate crime, why are you plugging your YouTube name?
Right.
Like, it makes no sense.
It seems like less of a fight for justice and more as a social media tour for attention.
Which she has always done that if you look at her YouTube history.
Exactly.
Trolling, attaching herself to large stories on YouTube and inserting herself for attention.
Right. All they have to do, shoot, they could go back to the All About the Tea days whenever she used to get on there with those crazy wigs and read, her little notebook or whatever. I mean, there's all kinds of things out there that they probably would not have went back and looked into had she not done what she's done in like the last 3 days.
Right. I mean, she did that whole thing with, what was the latest? What was it? The whole thing with Von Ray and Chelsea and Storm Monroe, and she was trolling over there. And before that, it was
yeah, she was trying to make it seem like her and Vaughn had like something going on. I was like, girl,
that she got him an apartment and all this other shit. What? And I'm just like, she's trolling. And she is being dead serious when she's hopping up on these panels like she was doing these things and they had this relationship. Like, it was so weird.
Yeah.
Well, we have to defend ourselves. You know what I mean? She was the one who was dragging us for 3 days or doing all this stuff. And
attempted dragging.
Then exactly attempted. And then wants to pretend to be the victim. No, you sat up there, called me all sorts of bitches, sat up there, saying that I'm on drugs and that I'm going to put you back in rehab because of all this kind of stuff. And then you don't want me to defend myself and then say, leave me alone. Leave you alone. What the hell? How are you going to tell me to leave you alone when just a couple of hours ago, that bitch. But then you want me to leave you alone.
It's funny how she constantly plays videos of me, but I'm blocked.
Right. She's saying leave her alone, but then she's streaming our videos.
Well, that's just like she blocked me and then tried to call me on IG while she was live. Girl, no.
You can't say leave me alone and then you're streaming our videos and no, we have a right to defend ourselves. Okay?
And I'm not sure exactly why she was streaming the chat of her station head on YouTube, but like with no sound, because the people that were coming in there were dragging her. They were dragging her. It's not like they were in there supporting her. Those people over there were dragging her too. So
no one
she
on Station Head was supporting her.
Huh?
I said no one on Station Head was supporting her.
No. And so now she has all the people who didn't like her before, then the people like us who had, said, okay, well, she seems to be changing. We're going to give her another chance. And some of the people who had been around for a while, she's alienated all of us. Like, we're all like, no, girl, we can't do it anymore. Like, we're not doing that. Nope. And so who's she got now?
Right. Because earlier this year we had she and I had a situation where I really didn't follow her, and I didn't want any associations or attachments to her on YouTube, just do some other things. And then when I launched my channel and all that great stuff, and I think it was around November, December is when I followed her, and I'm just like, okay, I'll give her a chance. She seemed to be cleaning up her act, but we see how that went.
Yeah, I wasn't even. I hadn't even come around that long. I mean, it's just been really like 2 or 3 months that I was like, okay, well, seems like she's doing better, and she is a part of the community. So if she's trying to turn around, then I definitely want to be supportive of that. We can all do wrong things or whatever, but this just showed me she ain't never changed, and she's not going to change. And so there will be no more kumbaya. There will be no more chances. It's done. It's over with. Bye.
I'm for first and second chances. After that, that's it. Shit, I run out of time and patience.
Yeah,
I'm done as well. You ain't gonna sit here calling me all sorts of bitch, and I sat there and defended your ass. And please don't try and come for my looks, Queen Tulsa. Like, really, don't get me to stoop down to that level. And yeah, let's just not do that.
Yeah, I don't think that she is allowed to be talking about how. Let me not say that.
I'm behaving today.
I'm trying to behave too.
I'm trying to be a beacon of light today, because I was about to take that hoe to hell.
Don't bring it down to that level, girl. You don't want to start dragging each other in hell.
But
I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't really go over to Station Head, so the only thing that I saw from Station Head was what she was actually showing on her YouTube channel. But of course, I couldn't go in and comment because she has me blocked.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure that somebody else over there on Station Head has dragged her to hell, to the hotel, back to hell, and back to the chicken coop. So
yeah.
I don't know that this. I don't know. Maybe she likes getting dragged. I don't know. I don't know what her deal is, but she needs help.
I think she likes the attention of being dragged, and then she'll do a live to see and to see what people go over to see what she's gonna say after the dragging session.
Yeah.
So I think she craves that attention, and then she gets up there and does her she does her skits, if we can call it that.
Is that what they are?
Well, she is a clown.
A YouTube clown indeed. That is for fucking certain.
The circus in town.
Calling her a Bug's Life.
No, Jack, I won't. I'm gonna behave. Beyonce and Jesus want me to behave and not lose my
Beyonce and
composure.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. As Beyonce's closest friend and biggest supporter, she does not want me to come out here talking about people's looks. Yes, Yvette, she cannot be talking about nobody's looks.
Please like the video, guys. Please and thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and hit you all with a commercial. Let's go ahead and do that. And I will see you all in 30 seconds. to get the motherfucking likes up. But yeah, I'm over this whole situation with her because she's gonna continue to do what she does to get clicks and views, and really nobody is tuning in at this point of that train wreck. The Bureau did come back with the stock images photos of that horse that's supposed to be allegedly hers, but we know that's not true because I got the images sent.
I asked you if he was going to post it.
Oh, Lord.
Red Label Investigations and Associates. We pulled all them images, honey.
Lord,
Oh, Lord. It's a fake horse. Let me also just say that some things have been pointed out, and I'm not going to say, who pointed them out or anything, but, people will see. It seems that the medical conditions that she's alleging to have been medical conditions that other people that she knows have had. And so it seems like she's almost brought those things that she's heard of into her own little situation now.
So she can't even be original, is what you're saying?
Correct. Yes, correct. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah.
Lord have mercy. I haven't heard a few of those things that those conditions, and that's just me being honest. But I'm not a doctor, child. So.
Yeah, it's just been a lot. I am trying to be calm and cool and not over animated today because it is late. I ain't trying to get y'all all hyped up before bed.
Well, all that we can say is that the dead legs have apparently come back to life. They've been running to bars, to weed dispensaries, from YouTube to Station Head, out to the garage with the rooster. They seem to be working just fine. So for that, we can be thankful.
At the liquor bar.
I am still waiting to see the image of her being out the other night without the neck brace from the shadow.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that video still up?
I haven't checked.
Because I knew that she had. I knew that she had taken a whole bunch of videos down. I didn't know if she put them back up or not.
Oh, really? Girl, bye. But then you got time to be streaming everybody else's video.
Right. Maybe she'll bring it back for an encore, like she did that video that she just streamed before you or while you were on live Q. I'm like, what is she even doing?
Can I have the slightest idea? Can I just ask a question? Why is she providing different videos to content creators of the situation, right? But she couldn't provide them those same exact videos that she gave to content creators to the news station.
Imagine that.
But don't ask questions.
It's weird that she gave the news station grainy, shitty ass videos, but other content creators within YouTube, she gave them other videos where it was clear as day, but she can provide those to the news station.
Interesting.
So is this going to be a Tulsa, Oklahoma series? What episode are we on today? Episode 4? When is the fucking season finale is what I want to know.
She keeps saying she has more video, and there's more to come. But she's over here posting and streaming our videos and talking shit about us.
Why couldn't she have just given it to the news stations that was covering her whole segment?
If there was more video, then why don't you play that video? What the hell are you playing these other videos for? There's more to come.
I mean, is this a weekly reality series? Is it a soap opera? Like, what is she trying to do? Is she trying to be the star of her own new soap opera? I mean, it's not working.
Right. And remember the show producer where that was like, she's waiting for her to send her more videos of the situation, and she never got them. And so now she's giving other people videos that she should have sent to the news producer.
Right. So how does any of this make sense? It doesn't.
It doesn't.
telling you, she wanted that GoFundMe cash, and it just did not happen. So bless her heart, and you know, good luck in her next tomfoolery
adventure.
and money grabberation.
Yeah, it's ridiculous at this point. It's very sad, and that she's just made a whole mockery out of the community that she is a part of, and the people who are no longer within her community due to hate violence against them. And she's only doing it for money grab, and that's just truly diabolical to me.
Yeah. I mean, at first it was just like, okay, like I figured, she'd go on with it for a day and then leave it alone. But now the way that she's doing it and how she's twisted things and how it actually could really affect the trans community who experiences violence and, being unalived at an alarming rate. I mean, we really don't even know the true number because a lot of police forces still, they dead name trans people. And so we don't know, so we don't really have an accurate number. But for her to be doing this, it is insane.
For you to go around saying that you want a law named after you because you're a celebrity now, because of this is the thing that happened.
That's just ridiculous.
It's sad. Like I've been a victim of violence as well. I don't run around. I need a law named after me. If you want a law passed, why does it need to be named after you?
Do we have any YouTube? Do we have any YouTube therapists?
I think we used to, but I don't know. If she's still working.
I would really like to have someone sit here and dissect all the movement she has made post alleged hate crime assault. Oh, Shannon, I haven't heard that name. I haven't seen or heard that name in quite some time.
I've only heard it once recently, and I ain't gonna say where, but it did pop up.
You heard what?
But yeah, after today, I promise to myself and to my subscribers, I will not be addressing Tulsa after this situation unless emphasis on unless I am provoked.
Well, she's trying to provoke us, obviously.
At this point, maybe she's been up for days at a time. Maybe she'll just go to sleep, and then everybody just, even if she does, I mean, at this point, what else is she going to say? The same things that she's been saying. She looks like a fool. She's lost subscribers. She's lost the people who supported her over here. So
where is her other half when she is on these lives all damn day?
Thank you. And where is he whenever she is contemplating self-harm?
That's an important question as well.
Where are the kids? Like what is going on up over there in her situation? That's not my business, but it's just very curious. I'm just very curious of where these people are when she is acting out in such a way.
But again, it's not our business, but now she's made it our business because she is the one who has put all of these things out into the internet. You know what I mean?
Right.
So of course, of course none of us want her to self-harm. I mean, absolutely not. But that, begs the question, where's your husband? I would think, okay, so if I had a husband and I was in that type of mode and I was up for 3 days constantly streaming on YouTube, I'm pretty sure that he would say to me, okay, we need to stop. Like, you need to stop. You need to calm down. If I was expressing that I was thinking of self-harm, then I would assume that my husband would be supportive and take care of me and not be allowing this to happen on the internet.
Well, I'm all slightly cautious when we talk about bringing people's husbands into the situation.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh,
as we know from previous history with particular certain people. But I really hope she gets a much needed rest. Yes. Do we have any mods to drop the hotline for mental health? Let me hold it.
oh Lord, I think it's just me.
Is it
Hold
just
on.
you?
Yeah, hold on. I'll find it. Let me get one up.
She's probably hurt her neck sitting in front of the computer screen all day and night. More than likely.
I'm sure that's not helping.
And neither is alcohol.
It did look like she touched that man first. I'm just saying.
I will say that to me, I did not actually see her get hands put on her, but I think that it was because the way that I was thinking of it was because she had the phone in her hand and the phone was like facing them. So, you wouldn't have seen that happen to her because that's not where the camera was focused. But of course the hotel would have, they would have footage.
Right. And that's the footage I am most curious to see. Which I'm probably never going to see unless
I doubt it. Yeah.
it becomes a national thing where they decide to release the unaired lobby footage from the hotel.
Well, I mean, at this point, if that is the case, and if she's the one who actually, was the aggressor, then her going out here and putting all of this stuff on the internet and like actually doing that interview with a news channel, the hotel could sue her. The people that were working at the hotel could sue her.
Right.
So this is kind of a dangerous game that she's playing.
And she's over here being the aggressor again, trying to pick fights with people who wasn't even trying to fight her.
I know. Yeah.
Ain't nobody was trying to fight her, but this bitch. Girl, you don't want this. Please do not bring me back to the high school, early college days where I was reading people. I don't want to go there with you. I'm a grown man now. I got better things to do.
Jack, I can't with you right now. Over there cracking chicken necks.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
But, I didn't want to come up here too long. I just wanted to address some things. There were some other things I wanted to address this evening, but I'm just going to save that for a later time about some other YouTube things.
Oh, go ahead. I'm going to drop down, but you go ahead and address that.
I'm going to save it for another day.
Address it.
I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but
I'm going to save it for another day. Now, we're a little serious over here today. This evening, this morning, wherever you all are. But
everybody's saying, come on.
the people in the chat want to know.
The Red Label audience would like to know.
The Red Label's audience will be back on another day. But let me stop.
I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about, and I'm going to drop down on that part.
Can you give a hint?
I ain't getting into none of that.
I'm gonna behave. I don't want to stir the pot. I'm not stirring the pot today. I'm gonna be quiet. I swear I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let that pass for another time.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna jump down. I'll talk to you later. Bye, Q. Bye, Levon.
Bye.
Hey, Levon. Thanks for coming today. Thanks for hopping up on the panel. I enjoyed our conversations per usual. This has been a good live. We got 147 people in the building. I hope the likes match. We know they won't. Hit the like or dislike. just hit a button. Q and his cliffhangers. You're damn right. It is 12:43 a.m. I'm gonna take my ass to bed. I may pop up and do an early morning live. I got a few work things going on, and I know I'm going to be busy next week to work on my other channel, and I am starting my classes to become a broker. So I have that starting on Monday, but I'll be back probably tomorrow, and then I'll probably come back with the mess because I feel like fucking being messy. Why not?
Yeah, do that. So definitely, please.
There's some shit I want to talk about, especially with some receipts and shit, and then popping down off clouds and shit and chats and all that shit because it's YouTube. So, can we make it a Messy Friday segment?
Why not?
Can I do a Messy Friday segment?
Maybe a Luke. Yeah. Try it out. Why not? Have fun.
Shannon, it'll probably be early. Probably before noon, depending on what my day looks like, because I'm at home all day tomorrow. So you all might get a late morning, early afternoon live with me, and then I can get into some fuck shit that has been festering in the back of my head that I need to get off my chest and and shit. But you all have a good night. Thank you all so much for being here. Please hit the like button on your way out. I will see you guys on my next live. Have a good night. Say your prayers. Stay away from the mess if it is too negative. And I will see. But you all have a good night. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna take my dog out one last time, and then I will see you all tomorrow. Speak Your Peace Fridays. I like that, Yvette. I like that. If I use it, don't come suing me. But see you all on the next live, and I am officially out.
Good night.
Other than that, you guys have a good night. Sleep tight like I always do, and I'm gonna have another drink. Get something to eat.